Okay, now it's time to get an Oregon destination in. We're gonna go to Enterprise, Oregon, little town way over in the northeast section of Oregon. A lot of people have never been there, and if you haven't, and you still have time this fall, make plans and get over to Enterprise. Watch, this is why. If every county needs a biggest town, in northeastern Oregon, this is it. Enterprise. Not only is it the largest town of Wallowa County, it's the place with the most history, and people are trying to save every bit of it.
Enterprise is a wonderfully intact historic town.
In the late 1800s,
Enterprise at that point was nothing but a plat map.
developers convinced those plotting the map to give them some land and create what is today Enterprise. Jack McLaren's watched builders cut the quarried Bowlby stone to construct the centerpiece of town, the county courthouse.
The real strong voice in Enterprise is they want to protect what they have in an authentic way.
The old buildings, many made of the same stone, line the streets today. Enterprise is consistent. 2,002 people live here.
That population of 2002 has stayed consistent, relatively consistent, since the 1920s.
When you move to Enterprise, bring the job with you.
People want to come to Wallowa County, but there's nothing to do. There's no industry, art, government, farming, ranching. That's pretty much it.
Folks in this part of the state are feeling pressure to grow. As Central Oregon gets more crowded, explorers venture northeast to find this place. People here are afraid of growth, though, aren't they?
I think so.
You don't want to become Ben.
No, at the same time, we're also concerned about our economic future.
So they plan carefully, resisting the temptation to recreate.
Protecting what we have, not trying to become something we're not.
Earl McLaughlin understands the balance between preservation and recreation. He lives a few miles outside of Enterprise.
This is my workshop, my area where I do the restorations.
When weather permits, Earl farms cereal grain.
From basically the 1st of November till the 1st of April, you know, there's not much going on the farm with no livestock.
To fill his time, in 1983 he bought his first tractor.
I just have an intense desire to collect some of the old farm implements and try to preserve some of our heritage.
33 tractors later,
well, I've probably got 3 or 4 buildings that are pretty full of stuff, you know.
His obsession includes more than tractors.
Well, it's part of our heritage, you know. It's part of the foundations of this country, the agri industry.
His tractor restorations are impeccable. But for some of his collection, authenticity requires a fair amount of rust and moss.
It took 130 years for it to get on there, and in a couple days you could take it off. Yeah, and it just makes the stuff look natural. Yeah.
Farmers are his detectives. They hear about an old piece of equipment and give him a call. Sometimes Wallowa County seems so close.
Okay, now this shows you what a small world we live in. I'm in Enterprise, Oregon, in the northeast of Oregon, talking to a farmer I've never met before. He tells me he bought this tractor right here from my neighbor in Camp Creek in Springfield from Bobby Fisher.
There's something about Earl and those trying to preserve the history of Enterprise, Oregon that truly matters. Sometimes we think we have to save the world to make an impact, but you don't. You find the thing that makes you come alive and you do it. Whether it's saving a tractor or an old building in Enterprise, history will repeat itself. Wouldn't it be nice if it had an old friend to return home to?